Welcome to the 2016 XCAT World Series. Racing at speeds up to 200 kilometers an hour. You need nerves of steel, razor-sharp reactions, and the perfect balance between speed and control. There can be no margins for error, because when it goes wrong, it goes very wrong. Fourteen top teams representing 7 countries are ready to battle it out for round 2 of this exhilarating series. Welcome to the Dubai Grand Prix and the 2016 XCAT World Series. Welcome to beautiful Dubai and round 2 of the 2016 XCAT World Series here at the magnificent Dubai International Marine Club. I'm Paul Marinelli and welcome to our coverage of the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run. Spectacular drag races on the water coming your way today from magnificent Dubai. These overhead shots that we're seeing right now. Welcome to everyone from wherever you're watching around the world. This is round 2 of 7 of the UIM XCAT World Series. Now, something to go into before we go into the SpeedCat Run. There will be 2 competitors that are not taking part, sadly, due to incidents that took place during our rescheduled Grand Prix, which took place yesterday. So, Lady Spain will not be competing in the SpeedCat Run. That's boat 46, Jay Price and Sean Torrente, the 2 American drivers. And Abu Dhabi Team 4, who were 5th in Fjera in the SpeedCat Run, sadly will not be taking part in the SpeedCat Run today, again, due to damage sustained out there. But have a look at the magnificent pictures that you can see right now. You can see that the XCAT World Series did make the right call in rescheduling the Grand Prix to yesterday because of the very, very heavy winds. The weather is beautiful. It is warm. It is fantastic. It is Dubai at its best, but the wind is very, very high, and that is going to have an impact on the SpeedCat runs without any doubt whatsoever. You're looking at the magnificent Atlantis results. The Atlantis Resort here in the Palm Jumeirah area of Dubai. Let's take a look at some highlights of what took place at the Dubai Grand Prix yesterday. Okay, so here we are. This is the start. So replay now what we saw. The story of the race was Abu Dhabi Team 5 getting out into the lead very early, and now Gold Coast and SpeedCat having a touch there. Now this could be the cause of their problems in terms of what happened after this, because they did drop off significantly at that point. Here we see Victory Team trying to everywhere to find clear water to get more speed up on Abu Dhabi Team 5, because it was very obvious at the start that they were not catching them. That gap was increasing. This got me very excited early on. This was Dubai 33, absolutely flat out 800 horsepower versus T-Bone Station, who've got 600 horsepower but are carrying 100 kilograms less, and Giovanni Capitello and Luca Familifendi not giving up the fight. Then we saw the Victory Team get alongside Abu Dhabi Team 5. Now, after the long laps, there was a switch in positions, and as you pointed out, Sid, at the time, there must have been some sort of driving error for Abu Dhabi Team 5, because the boat was still going fine, but then we saw Victory Team suddenly get in front of them with relative ease, as we're seeing now. So we don't know what exactly happened there, but we'll talk to the team later and find out. But you can see that gap was considerably more than what had happened when they'd just come back from the long lap. SpeedCat over the Gold Coast now. Overtaking move made it look like the Australians weren't even there. And the Victory boat powering off to victory. There's Pasquale Cesano with a checkered flag. And the magnificent Pace Cat signalling the end of the 2006 UIM XCAT World Series Dubai Grand Prix, the first of 2 visits here to Dubai by the series this season. Next one will be round 7 in December for the grand final. And we hope to see you here December 2 to 3. So Arif Al-Safin and Nadir bin Hendi making his way out as well. And superb victory for them. And the overall series points following the Dubai Grand Prix. The Victory Team leads with 78 points ahead of SpeedCat Racing on 53. Gold Coast Australia in the top 3 at 47. What a start to the season they're having. Dubai in 4th at 45 points, just 2 points behind. Kapisa Yamame in 5th. Abu Dhabi Team 5 in 6th. T-Bone Station in 7th. Then at 6th, Lady Spain and Fjera Team with 15 points making up the top 10 ahead of Spirit of France, Abu Dhabi Team 4, Team Australia and Rahib. Okay, what a magnificent view once again here at the Palm Jumeirah you're looking at now, area of Dubai. An incredible city, and here at the Dubai International Marine Club, some 25 years ago it was established, and there was none of this here. And this has all come along in this last couple of decades, and what a magnificent city Dubai really is. The world's most visited city, and somewhere that you must come and check out the XCATs later in the year, because we're back here in December. So what will happen today? It's the Dubai Duty-Free SpeedCat Run. Let's take a look at what some of the drivers, or have a listen to what some of the drivers have to say leading into today, following the Grand Prix yesterday.
We're not going to be able to get in the water today. We need so many pieces that we're not going to get it all done today. There's other teams who needed pieces that are still good on our boat, so we've supplied them to other teams. Hopefully that'll be enough to get them on the water.
Because the Lady Spain team give me the top of the engine, and Mercury Racing come borrow this piece. It come directly for USA for me. It's good. It's good.
No, because the reaction of the two-stroke is more from the beginning. You have more reaction immediately. The four-stroke needs maybe 1-2 seconds to fill the supercharger, and when they fill supercharger, they start to arrive. But in these 2 seconds, we take the advantage.
Actually, we need to see, because Fjera for the first stroke was the most of them, except Victory that won, and we come second. They don't have really experience on this with this engine, and that I'm sure that this race will be quite different. This SpeedCat Run will be different because the team during these 2 races they get more experience with the four-stroke, so probably they know the setup to do to have a better acceleration. We will see.
And here we are getting ready for the Dubai Duty-Free SpeedCat Run for round 2 of the UIM XCAT World Series here in magnificent Dubai. And co-commentating with me for these amazing drag racing on the water is the General Secretary and the Chief Executive Officer of the XCAT World Series, Sid Ben Salah.
Good afternoon, Paul. What a pleasure to be here with you.
It's lovely to see you too, mate. And what a great day. And I've got to say to the XCATs, what a call you made. An incredible call in terms of the weather. It's perfect looking outside. It's a beautiful warm day, but the wind is so strong. Tell us a bit about the conditions out there today.
The weather is perfect for sailing, for surfing, or for kite surfing, but not for power boating, and definitely not for the XCAT World Series. Yes, the XCAT class is an offshore class, and we have criteria in terms of maximum wind speed and wave heights to basically aboard or to go ahead with the session. We've been following the forecast the past 10 days, and we took the right call together with the race director and all the departments working for the safety of the racers and things like that. And the call was to shift the SpeedCat Run that was scheduled originally yesterday with the Grand Prix. So that was a good call. We didn't waste the time, and we kept everybody happy.
Okay, let's take a look now what's going to be happening out here with the order. Now, we know, as I mentioned earlier, that 46 is out, so that's Lady Spain, and number 4, Abu Dhabi 4, are out, sadly, after yesterday. So that means that T-Bone Station, Giovanni Capitella and Luca Formili Fendi move straight into the next round. So they move straight up, and they have been magnificent performers in the SpeedCat Runs this season. They were 3rd in Fjera, and they won it at the Gold Coast, the only team other than the Victory team to have won a SpeedCat Run last season. Now, also, boat 6, Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Poli move up into that next round as well. So that's the way it looks. And we're getting ready for the first race now. The pace cat's out there. I love this stuff, Sid. This is amazing. If you're joining us for the first time, you have to fasten your seatbelts there at home, strap on your helmets, and get ready for one hell of a ride. And we're going to be doing it over and over again. And first up, Gold Coast, Australia versus the SpeedCats. Tom Barry Cotter and Ross Willerton and Eric Stark and Michael Benston, 4 of the best in the business, Sid.
This is a very tough match to basically predict who will cross the finishing line first, because both teams, they have very skilled drivers. They have the XCAT Mercury Aros engines, and let's see. But the game here, it's basically the minute you hear the go and see the green flag is you need to clear as fast as you can.
Well, the Gold Coast team was 6th in Fjera in the SpeedCat Run, and the SpeedCat were 8th in Fjera. So it'd be interesting to see. That was last week's first round, the opening round of the UIM XCAT World Series for 2016. Round 1 of 7. We're at round 2 now in Dubai. Now the XCATs will head under the bridge here, move around in that milling or starting point area, and then off when Pasquale will then line them up and get them up to 50 knots, is it? 25 knots
To
speed?
maximum 30 knots.
30
that's
knots.
maximum.
So to maximum of 30 knots, once he is happy that they're in line, and there's Pasquale Cesano now on board the magnificent PaceCat, and you'll see that green flag go up. Now when that happens, we are drag racing on the water. For the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run, turning flyers into buyers. We're about to turn powerboat racers into low-level flyers in this, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be superb. I tell you, no matter how many times you see this, it just gets better and better and better. It's the Gold Coast, it's the Australians versus the Swedes. Gold Coast Australia versus the SpeedCat. The Shoes Sonstrom sponsored boat. There'll be watches handed out everywhere if they do well out of this. Here we go.
There we go.
We're racing now. Sweden versus the Gold Coast. I think Sweden got the jump. It looks good for Sweden. The SpeedCat is flying on the water. Gold Coast Australia is throwing everything at them. They've got the throttles down to the kick panel as hard as they can possibly do it. But it's SpeedCat. It's SpeedCat moving forward. Power, power, power. I'm doing the same thing as what they did in Australia. And here they come towards the finish line. Keep your eye out for them. You can hear those Mercury ROS engines absolutely revving to 7,000 RPM. The
Well done.
SpeedCat gets it done. What a cap to Gold Coast. I mean,
That's-
you know, I'm an Australian and everything, but at the end of the day, well done, SpeedCat, because that's what we call in Australia.
Yeah.
A thrashing, an absolute thrashing.
You know, Paul. Here with the introduction of the engines, everything is completely different from what the drivers they used to last year, and the start here is 80% from winning or losing the match. So SpeedCat, they had really a good torque, good acceleration from the green flag, and then they balanced straight forward the boat, keeping the boat like kissing the water, touching the water without any drag and things like that. And the difference is 108, 109 meters, which is huge in this 1 kilometer racetrack.
Of course, yeah, and a very, very good point there too. 100, just touching 150 kilometres per hour in just 1,000 metres on the water. We've got to point out the sort of drag and force, the power that you need, and these 4-stroke Mercury's certainly doing the business. The XCAT race offshore ROS. 400 horsepower per engine, 800 horsepower per XCAT, and sadly for the Gold Coast team, that's it for them. Unfortunately, this is sudden death.
Yeah.
The Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run is, you know, you win or you're out. You win it or you bin it. And we're getting ready for our next heat now. It's Victory Team. These were the SpeedCat champions of last season. They only lost one, and that was to T-Bone Station and Abu Dhabi Team. Now, Sid, what's your money on?
Oh, that's a local.
Abu Dhabi Team 5, I should say. Eh? Oh, yes, I shouldn't be asking you that, should I?
Look, Victory Team, they've been practicing a lot. They put a lot of hours on the water practicing Abu Dhabi as well. They did in Abu Dhabi, where they have similar condition in Abu Dhabi Corniche, where it's flat. So I will say here they are on the same level. And let's see, but it's all about taking the right decision, the right call at the start, because you miss the start, that's it, it's over.
They were 9th in the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run at Fjera, Abu Dhabi Team 5. The Victory Team did win it over there. They're going to look to have a perfect score this season. There's Pasquale Cesano on board on the PaceCat, getting ready to line up our two competitors. It's Victory or Abu Dhabi Team 5. It's Dubai versus Abu Dhabi, folks. Get ready. Seatbelts on, as I mentioned before. Make sure you're ready. Hold yourself real tight, because this is going to be fast and it's going to be amazing. Look out for the green flag. You're riding on board the PaceCat right now. You couldn't get any closer to the action than when we've got you now on the screen. Magnificent conditions here. Very, very high winds, though. So the drivers and pilots will have to be very, very careful in the trim and balance of the boat as they head towards 150, 160 kilometres per hour and the 1,000-metre drag.
Hey, Paul, it looks like a James Bond movie going under the bridge.
It sure does, mate. It sure does. Now, you can hear Pasquale on the radio, and he's telling them, come on, line up, hurry up. You know, he really does push the drivers to get them disciplined and ready. Boat 3, Victory Team versus Abu Dhabi Team 5. Once Pasquale is happy, he's warning them, he's telling them to accelerate to 35 knots. He's saying get your speed up, line up. As you can see, they are not lined up. The victory boat is further ahead than what is Abu Dhabi, Team 5. So this is Altaya and Al Mansouri versus the best in the business, Al Safain and Bin Hendi, who do not like getting beaten and don't get beaten very often. We're going to have a start any moment now. Oh! And we're racing right now. Victory versus Abu Dhabi, Dubai versus Abu Dhabi. It is absolutely neck and neck. There is nothing in this. You cannot pick up a victory's accelerating away now. Oh, look at that. What a start they got. The victory team boat. Put your hands together for these guys. They are going to win this one very, very easily. Abu Dhabi Team 5 not getting too far behind, but look at the speed of victory. Bin Hendi and Al Safain, absolute legends of offshore powerboat racing, proving it once again as they win this heat and cross the line, but the gap very close at the end there.
Very close at the end. Again, the start. They were Abu Dhabi, they were late on the start, and as well maybe they pushed so hard in the throttle where you need to give a little bit of time to the engines to take the right torque, giving you the right horsepower needed to take off. And then after that, it's all about balance and it's all about increasing the speed. Losing couple of seconds are absolutely important, and it pays straight at the finishing line.
Sure does, and you can see that gap, 59, 60 metres heading towards the finish line. The speed's already 175 kilometres per hour by the time before he reaches the end. In fact, 176 he touched. So that's about 110 miles per hour in the old language. That is quick. And 65 metres, 63 at the finish line.
And Paul, if you want to compare to the tarmac, to the car racing, basically here we have 1 kilometer. So let's say the green flag is from the green to the finishing. You have around maybe 800 meters. So these boats we see here, Victory team from the start to exactly here, he's doing 90, 100 kilometers an hour, which is from the time point of view here, we're talking about 25 seconds. 25 seconds from 30 knots to 100 kilometer an hour is incredible.
That's incredible acceleration. Again, on the water, we've got to point out, it's a completely different thing. And the other thing is the ever-changing nature of the surface of the water. It's not like motorsport or even off-road motorsport, because that is static. It doesn't move unless you're driving on an earthquake or something. But out here, the water is changing all the time. The wind is changing all the time.
One indication as well, you see all this spray behind the boat. So we call it rooster tail. Now the spray is bigger is the rooster tail, bad is your start. So just to highlight to the audience, don't think that when you see huge rooster tail, you think there is too much horsepower and then they will be the winner. Absolutely not. The rooster tail need to be not too high. So that will indicate that the boat is properly set up, and then the torque is good and the acceleration is good.
So you're telling us the Victory team didn't get off to the best start, but their acceleration afterwards and their balance afterwards is what won them the round.
Absolutely.
Okay, on to our next race now. We're on board the amazing XCAT. You're watching us here in Dubai for round 2 of the XCAT World Series, UIM XCAT World Series, here at the Dubai International Marine Club in the magnificent city of Dubai. It's the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run, drag races on the water. If you've never seen this before, stay with us because you're going to absolutely love it, as every single competitor fights the sudden death battle to see who will become our Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run champion here in Dubai for round 2 out of 7 this season. So it's Rahib versus the Fjera team. Rahib is boat 17. And on board that's Abulatif Al-Omani and Khaled Burabi making his debut. The ex-jet ski racing champion making his debut here in the XCAT World Series. And in the Fjera team, Serafino Ballesi and Alessandro Barone, both from Italy. Ballesi the pilot, Barone the throttle man. And they were 11th in the SpeedCat Run in Fjera. And Rahib were 14th in the SpeedCat Run last week in the opening round of the XCAT World Series. All right, we're racing right now. Rahib and Fjera team. Rahib gets a great start. Let's see what they can do, but it's a big rooster tail. But have a look at the Fjera team, much more stable. They should be coming through and accelerating by. You never know, but Rahib is showing great form. Go boat 17. Rahib means awesome, and they're doing an awesome job. But the Fjera team are clawing to them. They're going to get by. Oh, have a look at this acceleration. Go Fjera team. Ballesi and Barone doing it for Italy here in Dubai, ahead of Rahib. And look at that gap. Here they go. Straight by us now. Nothing in it at the finish. It actually was very, very close to the naked eye here. But I hand it over to you, Sid.
Well, what I said earlier is exactly that. So bigger rooster tail, meaning that you are putting so much power into the props, and from, let's say, nothing you try to push, but it doesn't work this way. So you need to do it smoothly, nicely, without wasting seconds, and then the minute you have the pace, you need to balance straightforward the boat, meaning balancing that you need to keep the nose down, you know, and then we'll propel you straight to the finish.
And what you said was exactly right in terms of the rooster tail, because there was quite a big one behind Rahib, even though to the eye it looked like they got a better start. So, you know, good call on that, Sid, because that was absolutely perfect. And I've learnt something new today. And have a look at these speeds. When they were side by side, there was only 6 metres between them as they hit 140 kilometres per hour. Now they get up to 160, so that's 100 miles per hour. And well over that too. Fjera team just really running away with it. Barlesi and Baroni showing their experience. That boat was so stable, and around about, I'd say, we'll see how much that gap is at the finish line. 29 metres, and Rahib was actually gaining on them just towards the end, so it did look close. Replay of the start now, and Rahib, you'll see the boat 17. Look at the big rooster tail behind them. Fjera team with less of a tail behind them. The boat very, very stable. I thought Rahib were going to accelerate away here, but as you pointed out, that's not what happened. And
Paul, looking at the pictures, you know, from the start, you need the second thing you need to, or the following thing you need to see is the nose. You know, the minute the nose calm down, that means the balance is there, and that balance, you know, just kissing the water, not too much weight at the back, not too much at the front, and that will propel you and give you more speed, and it makes a huge difference.
So sadly, it's not how spectacular it looks. It's actually the opposite, isn't it? It's very much like a very fast Formula One lap. They look a lot slower than what they really are.
It is. And then later on, we're going to talk about the propellers, which is very important.
Glad to see the Spirit of France back after their problems yesterday. Francois Pinelli and Saul Bubako the pilot, and Pinelli the throttle man. And Spirit of France coming up against Dubai 33. Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali, local favourites, another victory team boat. They were 12th in Fjera. Spirit of France were 13th in the SpeedCat Run, the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run in Fjera. They're running a Doug Wright boat as well. So one of 3 Doug Wright boats in the XCAT World Series this season. And we're seeing fans flocking to the Dubai International Marina to have a look at the action. They're over the bridge. It's a fantastic place. A lot of people here having a great time in the great weather, and about to experience some incredible excitement here with yet another SpeedCat Run heat. Now Dubai 33, they're the team that flipped over spectacularly at the Gold Coast during the SpeedCat Run. Let's hope they have a nice safe run this time around. There's a lot of wind out there, so the pilot will have to be very, very careful with the balance, and so will the throttle man with the trim of the boat to keep it as stable as possible and not get too much air under the sponsons, which then can cause a lift. So we're waiting on Pasquale Cesena to give them the go. They're looking pretty lined up to me. And there it is! Up we go, racing Dubai. Big rooster tail. But have a look, Spirit of France, not too bad, not a good start at all from them, but Dubai have really got away extremely well. And look how the nose is pointed straight down, and poor old Yachts Magazine sponsored Spirit of France are a long way behind this early. Dubai is going, flat out, throttles to the kick panel. Absolutely perfect job here by Isa Al-Ali and Salem Al-Adidi, the uncle and nephew team. And here they go past the finish line. Win to Dubai 33, and up into our next round for Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali.
Well, Francois Pinelli, Spirit of France, he complained last weekend in Fjera that he has an issue with the wireless throttle, and looks like he did not really solve that problem, and we've seen it now, because when with those engines, Paul, it's wireless, so there is no cable to the engine. So if too much throttle from the start, too much power, the engine will not react, and the response is not instant, you know.
Yes.
So you need to do it smoothly, nicely, gently, in order to have a good response from the engine. And
well, it's easy for you to say when you're not sitting in there competing in a drag race, but no, I can imagine what you're saying. You've got to do it quickly, but you've got to be gradual as well for the engine to respond quickly enough. But that's another great fact. I actually didn't know it was a wireless connection. So there you go. And here's a replay of the finish there. Dubai doing it well. And they need some luck this season, don't they? Because they had a hell of a lot of bad luck last season. Isa Al-Ali and Adidi duo.
Yes, they did. But as well... Yeah, let's talk about the propellers here, Paul. So it's exactly like the Formula One car racing when you go for qualifying or like we've seen. So here it's flat water. There is northwesterly crosswind, which is inside the bay. It looks like we have 12 knots, gusting maybe 15 knots. So it's sideways the boats. They need really to be careful about that, because if there is too much gust in the tunnel, it can lift the boat.
Sure.
And we've seen it in Go-Kart with boat 7 last
Yes.
August. The props here, it's absolutely they need to make the right choice of the prop, because when they push the throttle, you have a bigger torque, but if you don't have the right propeller to propel the boat,
Yep.
forget it. You're going to lose a precious seconds.
And as you say, with that wind coming side on, there's the chance of the rogue wave as well that can also unsettle the boats, as we saw in the Gold Coast. But that's a big improvement for Dubai 33. They were 12th in the SpeedCat Run in Fjera. And so let's see how they end up. I dare say they're looking very, very good indeed here in Dubai for round 2, the XCAT World Series. Brought to you by UIM. The Dubai Duty-Free SpeedCat Run is what you're watching. We've got a hell of a lot of drag racing to go, so stay with us. You're going to love what you see in this magnificent Dubai Palm Jumeirah area, the Dubai International Marine Club. Fabulous city of Dubai. You must come and take a look. Carpisa Yamame out of Italy, boat 22, versus Team Australia, Brett Lerman and Val Pirik Nielsen out of Norway. And here we go, we're racing now. It's Italy versus Australia. It looks like the start went to Carpisa Yamame. Team Australia are coming after them really hard. There is nothing in it between the Australians and the Italians. The Carpisa Yamame team, Alfredo Amato, Diego Testa, new to the XCAT World Series, ex-champion driver. Go Australia, go Italy. But it looks like Carpisa Yamame has got the acceleration now, even though Australia got off to a great start. Carpisa Yamame going very, very hard. The Italians, it's looking side by side at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, how close
Australia.
is that? Team Australia takes it out. Australia beats Italy here in Dubai.
Well done
to Brett
well
Lerman
done. Yeah, and it's good.
Val Pirik Nielsen, a brand new co-driver for this season.
After what happened to them, unfortunately, in Fjera. So this win is good for them. They've been working around the clock since last week to get the boat ready. They had a couple of issues yesterday, and this win is good for them. It's good for the moral.
Well, for sure, that crash at Fjera, the boat flipped over, a lot of damage. The team worked all day and all night, all week, because there's only been a week in between that opening round and here, and they've got it ready, got it done. Had to wait on 2 engine cowlings to come from Bahrain overnight. Yesterday they got those, and off they went. And what a way to respond, Team Australia. Well done. The Blue Roo, that's called back home. This boat, the Blue Roo, and the little bikes they ride are called Joey 1 and Joey 2, which are baby kangaroos. Yeah. They actually taste quite good if you've never eaten them. Now looking at the gap here, 30 metres, 35, 40 metres, 173 kilometres per hour. I dare say that's the fastest speed we've seen so far in the SpeedCat Run today.
Yeah, well, let's talk about their performance. I mean, you've seen from the start, they had a really clean start. The boat was superbly balanced, and they kept the momentum. Unfortunately, 22 Alfredo Amato and Diego Testa, they were a little bit late on that start, and
it's one of those things, isn't it? But yeah, it looked like they got a nice jump. But it's interesting. Now there's something interesting going on here. Under the bridge. Now I don't know if they're just milling these.
No, that's milling. It's
boats,
it's the start marshal, which is our mascot, the XCAT mascot, Pasquale Cisano. Basically getting all the boats, because after the minute you cross the finishing line, they need to go around the logo island and go to the master area. And now, since the first pool of matches is over, so we need to pick up everybody again, take them inside, and then we're all with the second.
And this is how it works. So T-Bone Station automatically moved up into the next round due to the 46 Lady Spain not competing. SpeedCat has moved up for their victory. Victory has moved into the next round, boat 30, and the 20 Fjera team have moved up as well. Dubai 33, and in 6 Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Poli move up as well, and boat number 8 being Team Australia, doing Australia proud, and getting up against the Italians Carpissa Yamame, who've performed very, very well all weekend. Well done to Amato and Diego Testa. I think they're going to have a great season ahead. They really will. So we're up against moving in towards our semi-final period now. This is going to be very, very good indeed.
So, Paul, now I'm going to test your knowledge.
Okay.
The next match is Boat 2, SpeedCat with the 4-stroke XCAT Aroas engines.
Yes.
Versus T-Bone Station Boat 10 with 2-stroke. What do you reckon?
Well, T-Bone Station have been so incredibly impressive in the SpeedCat runs last season as well as this season, despite the lack of power, the 200 horsepower less. They're carrying a bit less weight, but their form in the SpeedCat runs has been sensational. So my money's on them for this one. And it's interesting. I mean, it's nothing against our other competitors, of course, but I just think that Giovanni Capitella and Luca Fendi have got it absolutely right in terms of how they approach the SpeedCat run, how they start, how they know those two-stroke engines back to front. They're at the end of their development phase, and that's a really long answer, but I'm going for T-Bone Station.
I can't agree less, Paul. You are absolutely right. Now let's see.
But the SpeedCat, I mean, the Swedes have been so aggressive, as they always are. But as you say, controlled aggressive, as we saw in the Grand Prix yesterday. So Eric Stark and Michael Bingston don't like losing in anything. So
and there is so much pressure now on SpeedCat driver's shoulders, because for sure mentally it's not good for them to be beaten by 2-stroke.
Oh, no one would like that, would they? it's like owning a Mercedes and getting beaten by a Holden or something.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, T-Bone Station out of Italy. This is the Luca Famili Fendi owned boat. The SpeedCat, the Shoe Stronstrom sponsored boat. The SpeedCat from Sweden, Eric Stark and Michael Benston, Giovanni Carpitella, Luca Formili Fendi, from that Fendi family, the Fendi Fashion House, one of the world's greatest fashion houses. Some amazing companies involved in the XCAT World Series. This is Dubai. This is round 2 of 7. And here we are about to go once again in the semi-final. Let's keep a close look. So oh yeah, you can see the SpeedCat's edging up a bit in front. That's a bit naughty, but don't worry, Capitella's got his eyes on him. As does Luca Fendi, one of the best drivers in the business, waiting on Pasquale Cesana to give us the go-ahead. And the green flag will go up, and we'll be drag racing once again on the water here in Dubai. This is amazing stuff. Get ready, folks. Are they lined up? It looks like they are. It's go. T-Bone Station gets a great start. So does this weekend. The T-Bone Station edging ahead as we thought. The two-stroke engines revving out almost to 9,000 RPM. Take a look at this form. Carpitella and Fendi. Unbelievable stuff against an 800 horsepower boat. 200 horsepower difference between these boats. And the Italians are looking good, but the SpeedCat's coming. It's coming. It's not going to be enough by the looks of it. You never know. It's getting closer and closer and closer. I need to take a breath here. Somebody's going to win. T-Bone Station. Unbelievable. I should have put a bet with you.
Next time.
Go T-Bone Station. What
magnificent.
An effort indeed.
Well
Can
done.
you please discuss the strategy of that, because I need to collapse for a little bit.
Okay, take a rest. Paul, I'll take over here. So as we predicted, Boat 10 T-Bone Station with the 2-stroke engine, and we said that since day one, that on a short run they are the best boat they have. They have a very good setup. There is no question mark about the ability and the quality of the Giovanni as a driver, and Luca Fendi as well. So these guys, they've been racing together since almost 20 years. But Giovanni, he knows exactly how to set up the boat. He read perfectly the water, and he took absolutely a good start. Where SpeedCat, they were a little bit, I mean, you can see them that they started a little bit late, and of course in the short distance, T-Bone Station crosses the finishing line first.
We talk about the difference in power. The two-stroke reached 176 kilometres per hour by the 1,000-metre mark, and the gap was somewhere around the 10-15 metre mark. So a great effort. They led the whole way. Superb job, and it just shows that when we're farewelling the Mercury 2.5 litre two-stroke engines, we're going to farewell them in style, because they're still winning.
They're still winning.
Awesome stuff.
We need to highlight as well that there is Boat 10 is carrying 100 kilo less than SpeedCat, just to give a bit of parity between the boat. I believe that the race director, he took the right call to basically reduce the weight on Boat 10.
Yeah, I agree entirely, and I think it's when you're talking about 200 horsepower, it's pretty significant power. So what they've done there is a very, very good thing. So well done to the T-Bone Station out of Italy, one of 4 teams competing in the XCAT World Series this year from Italy. Another 4 from the UIE. and one each from Kuwait, Sweden, Spain and France, assembled here in Dubai and for the second round of 7 for this season. Heading off after this to Lugano in Switzerland in June 4 to 5. Then Seoul, South Korea, it's going to be amazing, in September. Another round in the Asian continent following that. Then Abu Dhabi back here in the UAE in November 17 to 18, and Dubai, right here at the Dubai International Marine Club in December. Victory team now, the Dubai Duty Free SpeedCat Run champions from last season. They were also the winners in Fjera, coming up against the Fjera team, Serafino Ballesi and Alessandro Baroni. So it's Arif Al Safain and Nadir Bin Hendi, two of the best offshore powerboat races the world has ever seen. Not just in XCATs, but in all sorts of world marine competition. And here we go, Susanna sends them off. Go Victory, let's see what they can do here. This is the Dubai team, folks. Oh, they get a great start indeed. Fjera team not letting them get away too far though, but Victory team accelerating hard. Look at the front of that boat, it is not even moving. This is a boat traveling at almost 100 miles per hour on the water, and take a look at how stable it is. Oh, they're gonna whitewash the Fjera team. Terrible for the Italians, Ballesi and Baroni, not a lot they can do, but watch the spray from Victory as it crosses the finish line, well ahead of the Fjera team. Great effort, Victory team moves up once again. Over to you, Sid.
Easy win, and let me remind you, Paul, that in Gold Coast, one of the matches was exactly Victory team, Arif Zafin and Nadir Ben Hindi. The boat was branded X Dubai, and the Fjera team, Alex Baron and Serafino Ballesi, they beat Victory team in Gold Coast. So and here, of course, good stuff.
They didn't like that very much either.
No, they didn't. No, you should see their faces when they come out from the boat in Gold Coast. Yeah, but here, I mean, superb start. There is no comment at all. I mean, it's very clear that they really put around maybe 7 boat length between boat 3 and Fjera.
Yeah, 90 meters almost. You know, well, they're actually reducing now. By the finish line, it was 68 meters and around 160 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, Serafino in Fjera, he performed very well. He was quite happy with his performance, but we were talking to him 2 days ago. He said that he's still struggling with some issues just to get the balance right, and the work between the throttleman, which is Alex Baron, and Serafino, that they need to improve a lot. And then hey, there is no secret in this sport, is more training you do, more hours you spend on the water, and better you will perform.
It's like anything, the more preparation, the more testing, the better off you are. But you know, these are very powerful XCATs, and it's very hard to find not only the waterways but the time and the money to go and test as much as you can. Getting ready for our next lineup now. This will be the Dubai team, Salem Al Adidi and Isa Al Ali in Dubai 33. One of the Victory team boats. They were 12th in Fjera. They're looking very, very strong indeed. They'll be coming up against the boat 6, Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Polli from Nicolini Offshore. 3rd in last year's championship, and we'll see what happens here, because there's a lot riding on this indeed to see who makes it through. They were 2nd in the Dubai Duty Free SpeedCat Run in Fjera last week. And very impressive.
And I know right now we have followers following us on social media, especially on YouTube, and this is the question for them. We have Matteo Nicolini, boat 6 with 2-stroke engines, and we have 33 Dubai, Salem Ladidi and Isal Ali with 4-stroke. Who's gonna win? That's the question.
And the other thing too is that 6 has been very, very strong indeed in the SpeedCat runs, and again, very much like T-Bone Station, and they really know those engines back to front. They know their boat well, and the Nicolini Polly combination, Polly the pilot, Nicolini the throttle man, have been very, very superb all through last season and into this new season indeed. So let's see what can happen. The second of our 2-stroke competitors in the field, the rest are running 4 strokes. The Mercury ROS XCAT engine, developed exclusively for the XCAT World Series, is powering Dubai 33, and in Dubai 6 we've got the 2.5 litre 2-stroke engines developing about 300 horsepower each, and on the Dubai machine they're developing 400 horsepower each with a weight difference of 100 kilos. Here we go, we're racing right now. I think we are racing. I didn't see a green flag though.
No, I believe it's a 4 start. It's a jump start.
Oh my goodness.
I believe it's a jump start.
And they're both still pushing, aren't they? So yeah, because we didn't see the green flag. But they're still going at it hard. Dubai 33 got the jump on 6. So in case this is counting, it's Dubai 33 have done a superb job here over Team 6. So Sid's just getting on the radio now to find out where we stand with that. Okay, that was a valid round. Dubai 33 have made it through to the next round and won that heat. So while we didn't get the shot of the green flag, that was a superb performance by Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali, getting ahead of boat 6 and doing it at the start. And yes, there it is, the green flag from the side. So we didn't see that. Sorry about that. That's our bad, but don't worry about it. It was a great win by Dubai 33. And sad to see that Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Poli are out. They are eliminated. They get 1 point for taking part in that heat, and now they can pack the boat up and get it ready for the trip to Lugano in Switzerland, which is going to be great. You're looking forward to that one?
Very much. First time in Switzerland, first time in Lugano. We have the Lugano delegations. They're here in Dubai, trying to understand basically what we do on shore, from the community activations and public activations as well. And all the teams are looking forward to go to Lugano, which will be the next stop.
A 7-metre gap right at the start there in the favour of Dubai. So got a great start there, and 6 really weren't making up the gap anywhere further because, of course, the power kicks in, the stability of the boat at this point here, well, up to 170 kilometres per hour, not even at halfway point. So they were really flying in this one and hit a peak of 174 kilometres per hour. Then they start to decelerate again, heading towards the finish line. Almost 50 metres, 51 metres in fact, at the finish for Dubai 33. Isa Al-Ali and Salem Al-Adidi having a great weekend here at their home race.
Indeed, they are. I mean, in these waters, they are very good.
They sure are, and in great form. Have a look at the beautiful city of Dubai there in the background. And as I mentioned earlier, go to xcatracing.com. and you can find out more about the calendar, the events, and also the XCAT Racing YouTube channel to watch every single Grand Prix, every heat, SpeedCat Dubai Duty Free, SpeedCat Run, EMAR qualifying, all there at the YouTube XCAT Racing channel, and of course via xcatracing.com. So we're getting ready now for our next heat. This is Gold Coast Australia versus Team Australia. So all the competitors back in my homeland, all the fans back in my homeland won't know who to barrack for in this one, I can tell you, because it's Team Australia with Brett Lerman and Pal Virik Nilsson from Norway with him, and Gold Coast Australia, Tom Barry Cotter, one of our most established young marine racers, and Ross Willerton, a former SuperCat World Champion, is his co-driver. Both of them are from the Gold Coast, where they had the fantastic round last season. So let's see what happens here for the XCAT World Series. So it's Australia versus Australia. It's the Blue Roo versus the Gold Coast. The Surfers versus the Roos, and we're racing now. Australia versus Australia. Team Australia gets a great start. Gold Coast are not letting them go though. But what a start from Pal Virik Nilsson and Brett Lerman. Now let's say there's nothing in it between these two. This is a ding-dong battle for the Blue Roo and the Gold Coast. The Surfers versus the Roos. Who's going to win it? Look at this. There's nothing in it. The Gold Coast is edging out ahead, but Team Australia's coming at them as well. There is nothing in this. They are pushing so hard. Go Team Australia. You get the job done. Just in the nick of time, I'd say as well, for Brett Lerman and for Pal Virik Nilsson. This brand new driving combination.
Well done.
Just superb.
It is superb. Another win for Team Australia with Brett Lerman and Pal Virik Nilsson from Norway. And yeah, I mean, the start looks like the start. Tom Baricota, Team Gold Coast, they were ahead slightly of boat 8, but then here you have two different boats, two different design. You have an OK Manifold design, a Victory Team built boat 8, and you have a Dog Ride from USA a boat that Team Gold Coast are using. The Team Gold Coast is shorter boat. Team 8 is a 33 footer, and it is the longest one in the fleet so far, which is from the ballast point of view, so they don't have to work that hard to keep this boat balanced.
Look at that, 0 meters at this point, 3 and 4, and right at the very last quarter of the SpeedCat Run did Team Australia take that out and take it out of style. 165 kilometres per hour at the finish. So not the highest top speed we've seen, but it's not about the top speed, it's about winning or losing, isn't it?
Winning or losing, yeah. And last weekend in last weekend in Fjera, we saw from day one that boat 8 was really performing very well, and unfortunately they flipped during the race. But we know that they have the ingredient, we know they have the potential to win races.
We sure do. Semi-final time now. T-Bone Station move up into that with victory. They'll be coming head-to-head. That's going to be a battle and a half, a two-stroke versus the champion team, the 4-time XCAT World Champions in victory. Then boat 33, Dubai 33. So two of your home teams getting into this semi-final now, and one from Australia. We should be very proud back home. Palverick Nilsson and Brett Lerman, who'll come up in that next semi-final, as well as we await for the boats to head to the milling area and get ready. We're still coping with this well. We're jumping up and down here. We're having a great time, but how close have some of these finishes been, Sid?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, we launched this concept 3 years ago. Before we didn't have this drag race format, and then we decided that we need something for the crowd. We need something for the local organizer. We need something for the TV.
Yep.
And because the race, you know, if you're not a powerboat fan, is most of the time is hard to understand what's going on in the water. It's not a football game where you don't have lines, you don't have transits and things like that. Now this SpeedCat Run, of course, we gave the name 3 years ago. We improved every event, and now it's part of the event format.
And it's an amazing part of it. And you saw the reaction at the Gold Coast, because Australians are mad drag racing fans. You know,
they are
on the road, and you could see how many people just absolutely loved it. And and even here, you know, anywhere you go, how could you not resist the challenge of two competitors going as hard as they can? It's all just about power and speed and keeping the thing straight to the end. There's a fascination with that in all sorts of motorsports all over the world, and you've tapped into that one very well. And thank you to Dubai Duty Free for being the sponsor of the SpeedCat Run here for the 2016 UIM XCAT World Series. This is round 2 in Dubai. If you've just joined us, you've joined us at the business end of the Dubai Duty Free SpeedCat Run. This is boat 10, the T-Bone Station. Giovanni Capitella and Luca Formili Fendi out of Italy versus the victory team. Nadia Bin Hendi, the pilot. Arif Al-Safain, the throttle man for victory team. 4-time XCAT Series World Champions, the SpeedCat Run champions of last season. But it was this team that they're up against. It was the only team that beat them last season, and that was at the Gold Coast. Can they do it again here at their home event? Could you imagine the upset? It'd be a riot, I reckon. Let's see what T-Bone Station can do. 2-stroke versus 4-stroke again. We explained that to you before. 100 kilos less than the T-Bone Station. We're racing now. Pasquale sends them off. Great start by victory. Listen to the roar. Feel the power here in Dubai, folks. T-Bone Station has not got the edge on victory, though. Victory has got a great start. They're using that 800 horsepower to their benefit. They're dragging away. T-Bone Station's doing their best to hold on, but the power of the victory team, the stability of the boat is going to see them through. T-Bone Station coming at them, but it's not going to be enough. The victory team, Al-Safain and Bin Hendi, have done it at home. T-Bone Station, not even a second behind.
Well done for Arif Al-Safain and Nader Bin Hendi. Yeah, it was a great match, was a great show, and these two boats, boat number 3 is brand new one, come out from the factory only less than a month. But when you look at both boats, they are exactly the same. It's almost the same form, the same shape. Of course, number 3 is longer and having 800 horsepower, which is 200 difference. And boat 3 here you see flying, absolutely flying, superb balance, and yeah.
Although there's no movement on the boat, it's incredible. They accelerated away, and I'm looking for the nose to jump or move, like you see T-Bone Station bouncing a little there, and there was none of that. It's just 100% stable. So victory team move through to the final.
Let's see now on Virtual Eye the speed.
At the start was 70 up to 80 kilometers per hour. At this point, victory team were already up to 100 before. That's quarter distance at 140 kilometers per hour. The gap then extends from 10 to 12 right up to 25 meters, and they reach 170 kilometers per hour by the halfway point. It's 500 meters. The gap almost at 45 meters. T-Bone Station did start to come at them towards the end, but it wasn't enough. I think there's no substitute for horsepower. I don't think they did anything really wrong.
No.
Victory team just got the jump at the start and did the best they could with it. The reaction time was just absolutely perfect, and well done to them here at home. And luckily for them, well, I shouldn't say luckily. I mean, they're the best in the business, but it would have been pretty bad if they were beaten here at home. I dare say they wouldn't have been too happy about that. So we're getting ready for our next heat and find out who will be in the Dubai Duty-Free SpeedCat Run final for the 2016 UIM XCAT World Series second round here in Dubai, the magnificent Dubai International Marine Club. It is Dubai 33 versus Team Australia. Brett Lerman and Palvirik Nilsson, and in Team Dubai, of course, Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali, the uncle and nephew combination. They're doing a great job in the SpeedCat Run today and this weekend and this season so far. So let's see what they can do. Maybe they can take it all the way. Will we have a victory team versus victory team, or two victory team boats, as in Dubai versus victory for the final? Well, maybe that'll happen.
Let's see this match as well. Quite difficult to call it because I mean it's both boats are victory team built boats, carrying both of them the four-stroke engines. It's going to be difficult to predict who will
very
win.
Close one indeed. Dubai starting out on your left on the screen. Team Australia on the right. Can the Aussies do it? Can they create a hometown upset for Team Dubai and the victory team boat Dubai 33? The number 8 Blue Roo of Team Australia. I'm trying not to be too biased here, being as honest as I can. We're racing now. Pasquale sets him off. Team Australia gets off to a smooth start, but I think it was Dubai 33 that has got the edge. We'll see in a moment. And there it is. Dubai 33 got a fantastic start. The boat's looking stable. They're looking fast. You can feel that acceleration. You can hear it here at the Dubai International Marine Club. They are shrieking away with it. Australia are not even in the race, sadly. I hate to say that, but that's the situation. Dubai 33 are out there on their own, and what a victory! Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali take it out over Brett Lerman and Palvirik Nilsson. Well done to the Blue Roo, to the Aussies, but you're out. Go home.
Yes, they were late at start. Was quite obvious. Was very clear. I mean, Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali, they were absolutely at the green. They pushed the throttle at the green. Brett Lerman and Palvirik Nilsson, they were late.
And we'll get ready for a third place playoff now before we go right into the absolute final.
Yes,
That's right.
Yeah,
so that's going to be
and
fun.
that will be boat 8 versus 10.
And again, Sid, your skill and knowledge comes out. We didn't even see the boat on camera, and you already knew that Dubai, and I actually had an inkling that Dubai was ahead purely from the way the boat looked at the start. So you're teaching me a hell of a lot here. But 70 metres at the end, in fact 68 metres ahead of Team Australia. Well done to them after all the dramas they had in round one, the crash, the flip over with Team Abu Dhabi 5, and coming out of that, fixing that boat, being here, competing, help from all the other competitors to see them through. But that's it for them. We'll see them at Lugano in Switzerland in June, and we hope to see all of you there, either online via YouTube or xcatracing.com, or come and visit that beautiful part of the world in the Great Lakes region of actually quite close to Milan, or the Italian border, isn't it, Lugano?
It's not far. It's 25 kilometers. Sorry, 25 minutes from
Milano.
From Milan Malpensa.
Yeah, Malpensa Airport in Milano.
Yep.
And that's June 4 to 5. So all of our Italians tuning in from all over the world, come and check out the XCAT World Series. It is amazing. The UIM and the WPPA do an amazing job with this. Truly world-class offshore powerboat racing.
Yeah, was I mean a clear start from them. They struggled a little bit. 33. We've seen a big rooster tail at the back. So, but then straightforward, they balanced the boat, put the boat down, at the nose down, and then get the speed, get the momentum, and the difference was quite significant between 33 and 8.
And an amazing point proven that even though they're exactly the same power, you know, if you don't get it right at the start, as you pointed out earlier, that's it. You know, it's all over.
You're done.
Okay, so there's our graph now. You can see where we've ended up. So our third place playoff at the moment is going to be between boat 10
and 8.
And boat 8. So that's T-Bone Station. And again, they were third in Fjera, so maybe they're going to equal it here. Who knows? But they're Team Australia back out.
Yes.
So there we go. There is still some glory to be had for the Australians, for the Blue Roo machine. And the T-Bone Station, Giovanni Capitella and Luca Formili-Fendi, and Brett Lerman, the brother of acclaimed movie director Baz Luhrmann. Movies like Australia and Strictly Ballroom and Romeo and Juliet. He's made a name for himself all over the world with those movies. And Brett is actually his brother. So you never know.
And maybe one day a movie with XCAT.
I was just going to say that. You read my mind that maybe one day they'll do a movie about the XCATs. And hey, can I play you, Sid?
Yes,
can I
you
be
can.
you? Yes,
You can. I
hello.
will be the baddie.
Well,
I will be the bad guy.
I'll try. I'll be said. Can you be Paul Marinelli? Can you be me?
Okay, I'll do that.
Have a go.
Yeah, yeah. The Fast and Furious on water using XCAT.
We'll have a big plot, a big the villain and the good people and the I've got it.
And going under the bridge like the
Okay.
James Bond stuff.
We're going to
Let's
talk
be
to,
serious
we're gonna
now.
talk to Brett about it. Yes, we are, because we're in the serious business of the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run, round 2 of the UIM XCAT World Series here in magnificent Dubai. Most visited city in the world. Dubai duty-free, turning flyers into buyers. And here at the SpeedCat Run, we're turning powerboat races into pilots and flyers as well. Lots of low-level flying going on here this weekend, let me tell you. The T-Bone station, starting from the left of your screen. On the right, Team Australia, who didn't get much of a break in that last run, did they?
No, we didn't.
Straight into it. So we're riding on the PaceCat now, powered by the Mercury Verado race offshore engines. 400 horsepower each on that as well. A magnificent boat. I must have a ride in that one day. We're getting ready for the green flag. The boats are not lined up precisely yet, so they need to be exactly in order. Pasquale will organise that. He has radio contact with both of the pilots, and he'll be telling them who needs to move up, who needs to accelerate. You can see Team Australia just next edge up, and we're racing right now. T-Bone Station doesn't get gets a great start, I should say. It's a better start than Team Australia. There's a big horsepower difference, but they're showing their SpeedCat Run form. Here they go. The Italians are on fire here in Dubai. Have a look at this. T-Bone Station doing it well. Team Australia sadly cannot keep up, even though they've got 200 horsepower more, but they're carrying 100 kilos of weight more. But T-Bone Station, Carpintella, Luca, Famili, Fendi, even there they go on the finish line and take it out. I was going to say that even with the acceleration of Team Australia, they were coming at him. They've gone airborne just after the finish, T-Bone Station. Bit of low-level flying there to celebrate, and it's the third place in a row for T-Bone Station in the 2
Magnificent
rounds.
for T-Bone Station. Good for Giovanni Carpitella and Luca Fendi. Of course, Brett Lurman and Palveric Lancer, they were looking for a podium, 3rd place, and I can see as well Laurie Lurman just leaving the rocks now. For sure, she's very disappointed, but hey, there is five rounds to go,
Yep.
5 SpeedCat Run to come as well. So let's see.
And Laurie, hold your head up high, because as in true Australian form, you've stepped up to the plate. Everything was thrown against them in round 1. They could have easily said, look, this is all too hard. Yeah. They're here. They showed true fighting kangaroo spirit. Well done. And we'll see you again in Lugano in Switzerland, along with all of our teams. And isn't that going to be magnificent? 7 rounds in the UIM XCAT World Series for 2016. Again, going for the first time, another exciting announcement made here on Tuesday, Seoul in South Korea. And welcome to our South Korean guests who are here with us, and also our guests from Lugano in Switzerland. We hope you're enjoying your time here in Dubai, which has become the water sports capital of the world this weekend for the UIM XCAT World Series.
The boat 8, they started late, and I believe they completely misjudged where is on their right hand side, because boat 10 was slightly ahead them prior to the start, maybe I would say 5-6 meters ahead than boat 8, and they didn't focus well at the start. Now is the final.
This is it. This is the final round. Who will win the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run? Who will be the SpeedCat Run champions for round 2 here in Dubai? It is an all Dubai final 2. The victory team of Nadia bin Hendi and Arif Al Savain versus Salem Al-Adini and Isa Al-Ali in Dubai 33. What an amazing performance. They're both boats out of the same team, the victory team from right here in Dubai. So, the team guys wouldn't even know who to barrack for as well, would they? I mean, whoever wins, they're going to be happy. But we can only have one winner in the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run. Victory team to your left, both 3, the blue, magnificent blue XCAT, and both 33, the white, blue, and pink liveried machine of Al-Ali and Al-Adini getting lined up now. Just waiting for Pasquale and Susanna to get them to go. Let's have a listen. You're going to see the green flag, and then it's the final. This is where it all ends, folks, for round 2. We had the Grand Prix yesterday, and we're doing the final right now. Off they go, victory team gets a great start. Dubai's not letting them get away. They race past the PaceCat. They are accelerating unbelievably. Look at the rooster tail out of the victory team. Dubai is staying as close as they possibly can. Both 33, Isa Al-Ali and Salem Al-Adidi are trying to throw everything at Arif Al-Savain and Nadir bin Hendi. They're coming at him. They're not giving up. It's Dubai versus Victory. They're both from the same team. Can Dubai do it? They're getting closer. They don't make it. They
And
just
it's
don't
both
make
three
it.
that won this match.
My God, there was nothing in
It
that
was
set.
very close,
I
very,
actually
very close.
thought they might take them. It was that close. Victory team, congratulations to Arif Al-Savain, Nadir bin Hendi, champions once again in the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run here in round 2.
Wow, that was. We've seen that at the beginning. Boat 33 was a little bit drifting to the left-hand side, maybe because of the position of the pace boat, and he couldn't maybe take his line towards the finishing. Maybe, but at the end, the start was clean start. They started slightly behind, not that far from boat 3. And of course, Nadir bin Hendi and Arif Al-Zafin 7 meter at the start. From the start, 150 kilometers an hour. Then
2 meters,
2 meters,
1 meter, 0
Yeah.
meters. As they approached the finish line, it was 1 meter. So that actually got alongside them.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
before, that's why I was thinking this could create a massive upset here, but very close. Look, here we go.
Very
And
close.
5 meters by the finish line. So that was superb. And it's also a tribute to the Victory team on the equal equipment that the championship leading team has, or the defending champions have for the last 4 seasons, and the Dubai team, or Dubai 33 have. There's nothing in it between these boats. You could clearly see that they are exactly the same in terms of how they handle, the power, how they've been set up, and I suppose the experience of the drivers is probably the only difference.
Yeah, that's what it. The main difference is the experience and the between the drivers.
That's amazing stuff. I mean, every SpeedCat run is just incredible. I get that same feeling of exhilaration every single time, and I hope you enjoyed it. All of you watching from all around the world, everybody here at the Dubai International Marine Club, we're going to have a podium presentation coming up at the end of this. And also, because the Dubai Grand Prix was held yesterday, we'll have the podium presentation for that as well, coming up indeed. But thank you to Dubai Duty Free. And you must be looking forward to the season ahead. Again, Lugano in Switzerland, then off to Seoul in Korea, and some very, very exciting things. You won't tell me what the next round is. I tried to get it out of you yesterday, but you wouldn't tell me. But
no, I wouldn't tell you. We will leave it as a surprise, and there will be more surprises to come during the season. Paul, I have to highlight as well that today is the 10th anniversary of WPPA. So we created the WPPA, the World Professional Powerboat Association, 10 years ago on the 16th of April.
Congratulations to you on that anniversary. And when you think of what's happened in just that short time, and even this is just the 5th XCAT World Series in terms of its current championship setup, what's happened during that time has just been incredible. So let's hope I'm sure there's much more growth to go. And this is how we can see how it ended up and how we eliminated boats one by one. Now, all of these boats you see on the graph going right up to the final have got a point each for each time they competed. So they're bonus points. But Victory Team gets 3 bonus points from memory, and it moves down from there. 2 points for second place Dubai and 1 point for T-Bone Station on top of the bonus points they got for competing. Here is the SpeedCat Series points now. Victory Team with 16 overall out of that. 6, and this counts in round 1 and 2 of course. 6 in second place still after that with 8 points. T-Bone Station equal second with 8 points. Dubai in 4th with 7, nothing in this, hey. Team Australia with 4 points, so they're still 5th, they've still got a fighting chance. SpeedCat Racing with 3 points in 6th, equal 6th. Gold Coast Australia, Fjera team, Kapisa Yamame and Lady Spain, all of which are 6th, and all the way down to 11th, Abu Dhabi team 4 and 5, and Lady Spain after that. All right, okay. Well, we have a bonus race here. I'm very glad to tell you, XCAT Racing fans, I believe the police, their powerboat is taking on our very own XCAT World Series PaceCat. Tell us about this, Sid.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a rerun match from last weekend in Fjera. So we had the PaceCat and the police boat. Both boats are made by Victory Team, so it's exactly the same. And I was on the PaceCat last weekend, and we lost against the police, and that was and I can tell you, Pasquale, he is fuming right now because, ladies and gentlemen, he's losing. we have a loser here for the second time.
And to the police of all
And
people.
to the
Look at
police.
that.
So we're gonna have a serious debrief later on.
Have a look. This is not just a beating; it's a thrashing. Unless he's just trying to do the right thing. That's a beautiful looking catamaran for the police. And there's the Pace Cat. Beautiful new livery for 2016. A bonus race for you folks there, but sadly Pasquale got whipped.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. No,
very
this
good.
is all part of the show, you know, and
Yeah.
we try to do our best just to entertain the crowd and yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
you would have got a huge cheer if they beat the police. Okay, the point standings after round 2 for the XCAT World Series for 2016, 2 out of 7 rounds, 86 points to the victory team. SpeedCat Racing in second place, 55. What a season they're having. Dubai in third, 51 points, only 4 points in that battle for second. Gold Coast Australia fourth with 48 points. Carpisa Yamame out of Italy, 39 points in fifth. The T-Bone Station, two-stroke boat up there in sixth, 35 points. Abu Dhabi Team 5 with 34 points, and in 24 points is sixth in eighth. Fjera Team, Lady Spain, Spirit of France, Team Australia, Abu Dhabi Team 4 and Rahib round off the 13 place getters in the series points for 2016 after round 2 here in Dubai. Sid Ben Salah, thank you so very, very much. I do want to have a photo with you at some stage. No, that was great fun. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in Lugano in Switzerland.
We'll see you in Lugano. Take care.
See you then. Thank you so much to Sid Benzala, the
Cheers.
General Secretary and Event Chief Officer of the XCAT World Series. Let's take a look at some highlights now of the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run here in Dubai. We're racing now. Pasquale sends them off. Great start by victory. Listen to the roar. Feel the power here in Dubai, folks. T-Bone Station has not got the edge on victory though. Victory has got a great start. They're using that 800 horsepower to their benefit. They're dragging away. T-Bone Station's doing their best to hold on, but the power of the victory team, the stability of the boat is going to see them through. T-Bone Station coming at them, but it's not going to be enough. The victory team, Al Safain and Ben Henty, have done it at home. T-Bone Station, not even a second behind. Pasquale sets him off. Team Australia gets off to a smooth start, but I think it was Dubai 33 that has got the edge. We'll see in a moment. And there it is. Dubai 33 got a fantastic start. The boat's looking stable. They're looking fast. You can feel that acceleration. You can hear it here at the Dubai International Marine Club. They are shrieking away with it. Australia are not even in the race, sadly. I hate to say that, but that's the situation. Dubai 33 are out there on their own. And what a victory. Salem Al-Adini and Isa Al-Ali take it out over Brett Lerman and Pal Virik Nilsson. Well done to the Blue Ruin, to the Aussies, but you're out. Go home. We had the Grand Prix yesterday, and we're doing the final right now. Off they go, victory team gets a great start. Dubai's not letting them get away. They race past the Pace Cat. They are accelerating unbelievably. Look at the rooster tail out of the victory team. Dubai is staying as close as they possibly can. Both 33, Isa Al-Ali and Salem Al-Adini are trying to throw everything at Arif Al-Savain and Nadir bin Hedi. They're coming at him. They're not giving up. It's Dubai versus victory. They're both from the same team. Can Dubai do it? They're getting closer. They don't make it. They
And
just
it's
don't
both
make
three
it.
that won this match.
My God, there was nothing in that
Was
set.
very close.
I
Very,
actually
very close.
thought they might take them. It was that close. Victory team. Congratulations to Arif Al-Savain and Nadir bin Hendi. Champions once again in the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run here in round 2. Amazing stuff there with the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run for round 2 out of 7 rounds for the 2016 season here in Dubai. The Dubai International Marine Club. Have a look at the Burj Al Arab. And earlier this morning, all of the Pace Cats set out towards that, and they took some shots from the Burj Al Arab of all the competitors, and I'm sure that's going to look magnificent when you see that out in the media and so forth through their PR channels and so forth. But that's a very good thing. And let's take a look at the podium coming up now for the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run. That'll be the next thing that we see as we congratulate our drivers, and we'll see our special guests, all our VIP guests. Thank you to all of you, and I hope you had a great time. That was certainly very entertaining for us here. I'm sure you loved it as well. And they'll be greeting our winning boat, of course, their winning XCAT at victory, boat 3, and our pilots Arif Al-Safan and Nadir bin Hendi, the 4-time XCAT World Series champions, and their second Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run in a row for the season. Still 7 rounds to go. You can see that there's lots of close competition, particularly from their stablemates there in Dubai 33. Very impressive there. That gap went down to 0 just before the finish, and then just about a metre more. and that's all they needed. But that just shows you just how close those team boats really are. Good opportunity now to take a look at the round 1 Fjera highlights.
got a good start, took the whole shot and tried to maintain the race with a good pace. Made sure that we do the 2 long laps, nobody can catch us. The radio man did a good job, the crew did a fantastic job. My co-pilot did a fantastic job in throttling and making the boat very stable and fast.
Outstanding stuff there from Fjera, and a great little highlights package there, giving you an idea of the drama, the speed, the passion that went by for this opening round of the 2016 UIM XCAT World Series. And here we are at round 2 in magnificent Dubai. How incredible has this event been? The Grand Prix was rescheduled to yesterday due to the high winds today, and that was a good call because there were some very, very heavy winds here. But the SpeedCat Run was run very successfully without incident. Thank you to our Bergamo Scuba Angels, the safety team here, and everybody who's worked to make sure that everybody's remained safe. Thankfully, none of them were needed. We didn't have any flip overs, although we did get close at a couple of stages during the Grand Prix yesterday. Very exciting. You can hear the celebrations going on for the podium here in typical golf style here in the UAE. There's the singing and the music going on, and really gives you a feel of that beautiful golf culture that you experience when you visit any of the cities in this region, but particularly here in Dubai, where you're combining an incredible metropolis, an incredible tourist destination with the best that the Gulf has to offer. And the Arabian Sea out here, just absolutely beautiful. Magnificent setup here at the Dubai International Marine Club. And thank you to everybody who's put together this for us for this first of 2 rounds to be held here in the magnificent city of Dubai. We'll be back here again in December 2 and 3 for the 7th and final, grand final XCAT World Series round, December 2 and 3. So after this, it's Lugano in Switzerland in June 4 to 5. Seoul in South Korea, and a river that runs through the middle of town. That's going to be amazing. First time it's been done this way, September 23 to 25. And then another round 5, somewhere in the Asian continent. We don't know where yet. I did try my best to find out. That'll be happening October 8 to 9. Round 9, the second last round will be back here in the UAE, November 17 to 18 in the city of Abu Dhabi. And of course back here in Dubai, as I mentioned earlier. So 7 rounds. Find out more on xcatracing.com. And just in case you missed the Grand Prix that was rescheduled to yesterday, here's some highlights just before we go to the SpeedCat Run podium. Okay, so here we are. This is the start. So replay now. What we saw, the story of the race was Abu Dhabi Team 5 getting out into the lead very early, and now Gold Coast and SpeedCat having a touch there. Now this could be the cause of their problems in terms of what happened after this, because they did drop off significantly at that point. Here we see Victory Team trying to everywhere to find clear water to get more speed up on Abu Dhabi Team 5, because it was very obvious at the start that they were not catching them. That gap was increasing. This got me very excited early on. This was Dubai 33, absolutely flat out 800 horsepower versus T-Bone Station, who've got 600 horsepower but are carrying 100 kilograms less, and Giovanni Carpatella and Luca Famili-Fendi not giving up the fight. Then we saw the Victory Team get alongside Abu Dhabi Team 5. Now, after the long laps, there was a switch in positions, and as you pointed out, Sid, at the time, there must have been some sort of driving error for Abu Dhabi Team 5, because the boat was still going fine, but then we saw Victory Team suddenly get in front of them with relative ease, as we're seeing now. So we don't know what exactly happened there, but we'll talk to the team later and find out. But you can see that gap was considerably more than what had happened when they'd just come back from the long lap. SpeedCat over the Gold Coast now. Overtaking move made it look like the Australians weren't even there. And the Victory boat powering off to victory. There's Pasquale Cesano with the checkered flag. And the magnificent Pace Cat signalling the end of the 2006 UIM XCAT World Series Dubai Grand Prix, the first of 2 visits here to Dubai by the series this season. Next one will be round 7 in December for the grand final, and we hope to see you here December 2 to 3. So Arif Al-Safain and Nadir bin Hendi making his way out as well, and superb victory for them. Dubai, and perfect weather conditions indeed out there for this round, and nothing better than looking at the way this city just gleams out at you in these sort of conditions. But another fantastic XCAT World Series weekend. We are waiting on the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run podium to come up, and then we'll also have the podium for round 2 of the 2016 UIM XCAT World Series Dubai Grand Prix, which will take place at that time as well. The Victory Team, who have done it once again both in the SpeedCat Run and in the Grand Prix here, the 2013, 2014 and 2015 XCAT World Champions, and this duo also won the 2009, 2010 and 2011 Offshore Class 1 World Championships. The Zafain bin Hendi partnership is one of the most successful pilot combinations in the history of offshore powerboat racing, without any doubt at all. Zafain's world title victories extend all the way back to 2007 in many various marine racing classes. So these guys are not just the class act of the XCAT World Series. I keep pointing that out. They're the class act of marine racing worldwide, and you're looking at the best 2 pilots in the world, Arif Al-Safain and Nadir bin Hendi, who took this event out, and we'll soon see them on the podium celebrating both their SpeedCat Run victory and their Dubai Grand Prix victory as well. Now, taking nothing away from Dubai, Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali. Al-Adidi placed second in the 2014 XCAT World Series and was 4th in 2013 indeed. And the T-Bone Station, they need no introduction. Spectacular drivers. Giovanni Carpatella has no less than 12 medals in offshore powerboating world championships on his resume, along with world titles in the evolution category as well. And Luca Formili-Fendi is without a doubt one of the most experienced racers you'll find as well. And you can see here, even when he misses a round, he did not take part in Fjera. It was Marco Penesi from Italy who was co-driving. He missed that round. He's come here in Dubai and he's been just as fast as he always is in that two-stroke boat, which is incredible stuff for them. Okay, and just in case you missed the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run, let's take a look at those highlights right now. Pasquale sends him off. Great start by Victory. Listen to the roar. Feel the power here in Dubai, folks. T-Bone Station has not got the edge on Victory, though. Victory has got a great start. They're using that 800 horsepower to their benefit. They're dragging away. T-Bone Station's doing their best to hold on, but the power of the Victory team, the stability of the boat is going to see them through. T-Bone Station coming at them, but it's not going to be enough. The Victory team, Al Safain and Ben Hendy, have done it at home. T-Bone Station, not even a second behind. Pasquale sets him off. Team Australia gets off to a smooth start, but I think it was Dubai 33 that has got the edge. We'll see in a moment. And there it is. Dubai 33 got a fantastic start. The boat's looking stable. They're looking fast. You can feel that acceleration. You can hear it here at the Dubai International Marine Club. They are shrieking away with it. Australia are not even in the race, sadly. I hate to say that, but that's the situation. Dubai 33 are out there on their own. And what a victory. Salem Aladini and Isa Al-Ali take it out over Brett Lerman and Pal Nilsson. Well done to the Blue Rune, to the Aussies, but you're out. Go home. We had the Grand Prix yesterday, and we're doing the final right now. Off they go. Victory team gets a great start. Dubai's not letting them get away. They race past the pace gap. They are accelerating unbelievably. Look at the rooster tail out of the Victory team. Dubai is staying as close as they possibly can. Boat 33, Isa Al-Ali and Salem Al-Adini are trying to throw everything at Arif Al-Savain and Nadir bin Hendi. They're coming at him. They're not giving up. It's Dubai versus Victory. They're both from the same team. Can Dubai do it? They're getting closer. They don't make it. They
And
just
it's
don't
boat
make
3
it.
that won this match.
My God, there was nothing in that
Was
set.
very close,
I
very
actually
close.
thought they might take them. It was that close. Victory team, congratulations to Arif Al-Savain and Nadir bin Hendi, champions once again in the Dubai duty-free SpeedCat Run here in round 2. Okay, let's take you through the Grand Prix results from yesterday. So, the Victory team took the win, as I've mentioned already. Abu Dhabi Team 5 performed extremely well. They had the early race lead, but they finished in second place. That's Rashid Zuhal Al-Taya and Faleh Khalfan Al-Mansouri, who finished in second place. In third place, Michael Bengston and Eric Stark from SpeedCat Racing out of Sweden. Great result for them. They were quite a way behind and battling with Dubai 33 for most of that race and made it up to the podium in the closing stages. Dubai 33, who we saw do so well in the SpeedCat Run there, finishing as runners-up. They finished fourth in the Grand Prix yesterday for Salem Al-Adidi and Isa Al-Ali. Capisa Yamame out of Italy finished in fifth place. Alfredo Amato and Diego Testa looking very strong during that race, and they're in for a good season too, there's no doubt about it. Gold Coast Australia, they topped practice. They went pretty well after that in qualifying, but sadly only finished in sixth position. It's not bad though. They've picked up quite a few points, 15 points for that effort for Tom Barry Cotter and Ross Willerton, finishing in sixth place. In seventh, T-Bone Station, Giovanni Capitella and Luca Formili-Fendi picking up 12 points for their seventh place finish. In eighth was the Fjera team. The Italian driving duo, Serafino Barlesi and Alessandro Barone, and that boat that used to be called Videx, that finished in ninth. And in 10th, Team Australia, Pal Nilsson and Brett Lerman in the Grand Prix yesterday. 11th was Rahib, 12th was Lady Spain. In 13th, Abu Dhabi Team 4, they were 13 laps down due to mechanical problems during that race, and the Spirit of France sadly did not start due to damage sustained during qualifying. It has been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be with you here in Dubai and the UAE for this second round of the UIM XCAT World Series. Thank you so much. I'm Paul Marinelli. We look forward to having your company again in Lugano in Switzerland, our next appointment for the XCAT World Series, and where we want you to be watching from wherever you are in the world from June 4 to 5. Lugano in Switzerland for the first time ever, the XCAT World Series heading there. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be with you then in Lugano.